Well, we all know kids like Eli here are out of school for Christmas break, so this morning we have some fun just for them. The Hands-On Discovery Center, perfect place for family outings during winter break. And this morning we have Krissy Worth here with us along with John Krekelbierg with some educational fun. They brought all kinds of good stuff. Eli, are you excited about this one?
Yeah.
This is going to be super fun.
They were bringing it all in and his eyes were this big.
So what do you guys have for us this morning?
So like you mentioned, we have some science demonstrations to show that you guys at home can turn into science experiments, kind of tweak some of the variables, if you will, now during Christmas break or even year-round, really. Starting with Ms. Krissy over here has a cool buoyancy lab experiment.
Oh, that's a fun word.
It is. So we have some cranberries here because we're going to make cranberries dance today. Does that sound fun for you? Yeah. All right. So we have two types of cranberries. We have fresh cranberries that are whole and large, and then we have some craisins here, which are dried cranberries. Out of these two, which one do you think is going to float? Which one's more buoyant?
What do you think, Eli?
My brain's having.
How about? I would think this one.
Okay.
What do you think? You want to go with me?
I'm going with the.
Okay, he's going with his little competition.
All right. So why don't you take a few of the fresh ones and put them in the bucket of water, and now take some of the dried ones and put it in. See what happens.
What?
Oh. That's a very popular guess because everyone thinks the fresh ones are going to sink because they're larger.
I'm probably gonna
Give it a try.
So they have these air pockets that keep them afloat where the raisin type ones do not. So do you think it's possible to change? Yeah.
He found one.
Yay. Do you think it's possible to change the buoyancy of an item?
Maybe, right? Maybe.
Let's see if we can. So what we need is some soda. Clear soda works best. Make sure it's fresh and not flat because we need that fizziness.
fizz.
Exactly.
Eli thought you brought him a Sprite. He was pretty excited. He's like, I love Sprite.
Yeah.
All right. So Eli, now you can put the dried cranberries into the Sprite and let's see what happens. You can put a whole bunch in there. So as you can see, they did fall to the bottom first, but the fizzy soda has all those bubbles in it and it brings them right to the top, and then the bubbles pop on the top and they sink again, and then they'll start dancing. They'll floating. They'll go right down the bottom and come back up again.
Well, so we've got dancing craisins.
Yeah,
try some more of these.
This is a dancing cranberry experiment. You can also use raisins or even popcorn kernels to do this experiment as well.
Oh my goodness, look how fun.
So something that was not buoyant is now buoyant.
Nice.
Good job, good job.
I love it. I love it. That's super fun.
Isn't that awesome? Well, over here we have a different kind of science activity. This is kind of a variation on what is it called? The lava lamp. Lava lamp in a jar. But instead, we're making a snowstorm, a blizzard in a jar. For this, we need a couple little ingredients. This is just water that we've mixed with a little bit of white paint. Eli, if you can go ahead and pour it into our blizzard in a jar container here. And in this cup, I actually have a fair amount of mineral oil. You could use baby oil or any clear oil, cooking oil at home. Okay. Cool thing about this is when we pour it, perfect. When we pour it on top of the water, it's not going to mix in because oil is hydrophobic. It is actually going to, yeah, look at that. It's going to sit on top of the water, separated out in layers. But now here's where the cool part comes in. Inside of this little bowl, I have some plop, plop, fizz, fizz, some antacid tablets. When you drop it in a glass of water, it fizzes up. That's because there's actually an acid and a base mixed into the tablet. Eli, take that tablet, drop it in, and watch what happens to our container. It sinks down to the bottom, and it's going to start mixing with that water and start. Yep, take a look, take a look. Those bubbles are gonna pull up the white paint. In fact, we have several tablets in there. Throw in some more of those tablets. Let's make a real blizzard in here. All of them, go for it, yeah. Go for it. As the antacid starts dissolving, it makes those bubbles of gas that pull up the liquid, pull up the water and the paint, and creates kind of like this snow globe effect inside of the container. And you could add glitter, make this really cool, change up the color, really turn this into a really cool activity, an experiment ornament at home.
That is beautiful.
Isn't that
super
cool? It's mesmerizing, just like a lava lamp.
We're almost out of time, but let's do the one more. You have the fizzy ornament.
Well, it's actually pretty closely related to that. It's an acid-base reaction. Miss Krissy over here is going to make a fizzy Christmas ornament.
Yes, so we have an ornament here. If you don't have an ornament at home, it's okay to use a cup or whatever. So I have some baking soda inside this ornament, and if we mix it with the vinegar, it's going to create a gas. Do you know what kind of gas it's going to make? It's going to be carbon dioxide, of course. So would you like to pour a little bit in here and see what happens?
Can I use this? I don't want to.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at that.
Professional
See, now,
scientist.
For me, I would just be messy and just get it done, and he is very clever.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Oh, we did get foamy. We just talked about that before the show, too, didn't
That's
we?
okay. You know what? Science is more fun when it's messy, right?
That's what paper towels are for.
We've got paper towels, Eli. We are just fine. All right,
That was a good job.
We're going to give everybody the information. If you would like more on some of the fun things happening, including tomorrow at the Hands-On Museum, you can go to visithandson.org. You guys, thank you so much
Thanks
for joining
for having us.
That was fun. That was fun, right? All right, we'll be right back.